Okay. Okay, after I spawned a vehicle with Sentencia, I can lock this character out, right? Sereno, I don't think we have time for this today. Why are you taking a Pisces? You can come with me. Okay. I mean, you have to be in the Ballista. You have to fire this thing. I mean, you have to be in the Ballista. Hangar 06. 06. Okay, we are starting with the missile tests. Flicker wants to fire ballista missiles at the retaliator. Well, tomorrow there will be a video about the changes, and it's quite significant. Hello, QTR HKS. Do you know if you can hull scrape ballista and cyclones? I don't know. I never tried to hull scrape vehicles. I have no idea. Okay, use elevator. Okay, asking for permission to start. Yeah, Flicker, do you know if you can hull scrape vehicles? Flicker doesn't know either. He don't know. By the way, there's something very wrong with shields on Retaliator. It's 90 front, 10 at the rear, and I cannot change it to 50-50. I'm using numpad keys. I cannot change shields to 50-50. No, Sentencia is not with us. I don't know if you can see the stream flicker. I have 90 front, 10 rear. Okay, I have 90 front, 10 rear shields, and I cannot move it. What do you mean I see NMFD? I mean, I'm using the number keys. I cannot move shields to the rear. Okay, how is this a bug with the ship, or how do I change back to 50-50? I mean, I'm using numpad keys and they are doing nothing. Yeah, I tried to turn off shields, but when I turn shields on, it's again not equal. Okay, shields are now offline and now online. Is there anything I can do to make it 50-50? No, numpad doesn't work. Numpad doesn't do anything. Doesn't matter if I have numpad LED on or off, numpad doesn't do anything. So I guess we have to live with this flicker. I don't know how to fix this. Okay, we are now getting a Ballista on Dema. Yeah, still it's silly. But this patch is really broken. One of the most broken patches. I can lock off Sentencia, right? I don't need Sentencia anymore. Okay, what do you want to shoot exactly? Okay, what's happening now? I thought I was quantum jumping. Okay, what's going on? I was looking at my other PC. What's going on? Crusader, set route. Well, shields should be 50-50. I don't know why we were thrown out of quantum. Oh, she is still oversteering like crazy. Okay, Flicker wants to fire 2 size 7 torpedoes at Retaliator. This everything is so delayed. Takes forever to get anything done. My prediction is torpedoes won't even hit or something really silly will happen. Come on. That's too crazy. This thing is so oversteering sluggish. Okay, let's see where we have daylight. I guess Shubin is nighttime, so 141 should have daytime. This is so much fun, this minigame, finding the right jump point. Merry Christmas everyone in chat. How are you? Okay, we are approaching 141. Maybe it's getting dark here too, but it shouldn't take too long. Merry Christmas to you too. So, Flicker, you expect 2 size 7s kill. Or shouldn't it be a kill? Shouldn't it be a kill in 3.17.2? I didn't do the math. Hello, Chris Sinclair. I got a working altimeter for Christmas, yeah. But a lot of things I didn't get. Okay, Flicker wants to fire 2 size 7 torpedoes at Retaliator. Hello, Merc Smithy. Do you play with mouse or keyboard or flight stick? I have a Warthog flight stick, I have Warthog throttle, and I have rudder pedals. MFG rudder pedals. No, shields are still working, but I have an imbalance. I have 90-10 and now elevator doesn't work. Flicker, elevator doesn't work. Do we have a 30k? Flicker? Elevator doesn't work. 30k? Flicker wrote not a 30k. This happened earlier. No, Flicker wrote not a 30k. This happened earlier to me in the space station. Elevators didn't work, but it was not a 30k. I landed in the hangar and I couldn't get up the space stations because elevators didn't work. It's not a 30k. We had this before. Okay, so much. I don't want to jump out, and if I would jump out, I couldn't get back in, Flicker. I guess this plan is toast. Chris Sinclair wrote, I have a $10 mouse and a keyboard with cigarette burns and beer stains all over. Works great. Okay, good to know. I never played this with mouse and keyboard. I mean, flying with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, Flicker, what are we doing now? Pilot seat opens all. Yeah, okay, try it. Try open. Flicker is now trying open all from the pilot seat. I mean, this smells like a 30k, but it's not a 30k. Had this earlier today, I landed in a space station and no elevator worked. Does Retaliator have a bad lock? I'm not so sure. There's something on the second level. Yeah, Flicker wrote yes. Okay, elevator is working now. Both elevators are working now. Or was this you? I mean, we still Flicker. This doesn't really help because I cannot get back inside. Look, I try to get back up. So this doesn't work. I can spawn a Ballista. Or you have to be in Retaliator. I have to fire Ballista. No, Flicker, this doesn't work. I cannot come back inside. I have to fire the ballista. You have to stay in retaliator. Oh, this. Okay, you can work the lifts for me. Okay, okay. Flicker is working the lifts from cockpit. No. I don't want to kill you. I'm getting a ballista for you. Hopefully there's oxygen in the bed. I'm not so sure anymore. CRG is really strange with oxygen. Ballista. And look at those very immersive reflections. This is so silly. This is beyond silly. Having those, fucking reflections on your MFDs.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facilities. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Okay, Ballista is here. Flicker is now working the elevators from the cockpit. That's so stupid. It's not a 30K. Elevators work when you are in the cockpit and when you are using the cockpit controls with open all and close all. Come on. Okay, I'm on elevator. Okay, now we can change. Now we can trade places. I've never seen this, that elevators just don't work, even though it's not a 30K. I've never seen this. The garbage is the worst for reflections. Yes, but trading outposts are very bad too. Okay, I didn't set my hotkey. Do you remember where the button was for Flicker? Yes, I have to let you out, but do you remember where the button was? None is bound by default. I guess I have to check my key bindings. I mean, there must be a button for open all. And I'm not so sure if I set my keyboard commands. Okay, I'm making a keyboard command. This toggle thing never worked for me, but let's try it. Maybe it works this time. Okay, I'm using my hotkey. This toggle thing never worked for me. I always had to make two hotkeys, one for opening and one for closing. Inner thoughts can do it, I know, but I don't know where the button is. Somewhere here must be a button for... Okay, open exterior, I found it. Flicker, I found it. But my hotkey didn't work. Yeah, Chris wants DCS-style cockpits. Yeah, sure. First iteration in 9 years from now. Okay, flicker thinks 2 size 7 torpedoes are killed. This thing is so sluggish. Physics, physics. By the way, oh, flicker, stay here, stay here. I found out you don't have to drive down. There's actually a spot where you have no armistice and you don't have to drive down. Follow me, follow me. There's a spot without armistice and you don't have to drive down and you don't risk to lose your vehicle. I learned this just recently. This spot right in front of me is outside armistice zone. So you don't have to drive down. Okay, outside armistice zone. Left armistice zone. I'm turning around so you can shoot at the front. Altitude okay? Or should I come closer or is this okay? Is the minimum arming distance for those torpedoes? Actually, Ballista has a very short minimum distance. I think it's like 50 meters only. Actually, people are using the size 5 torpedoes on ships like Ares because you have very, very close lock-on distance. 50 meters if I remember correctly. Yeah, she rolls nicely, but everything else is very sluggish. So it's hard to control her. More, or is this okay, Flicker? There shouldn't be a problem with minimum lock-on distance. But why? I mean, we don't have any trouble with lock-on distance. Okay, how far away am I? I can fly a bit more reverse. Just tell me when I'm at about 1,000 meters. Okay, flicker road, that's good. Yeah, so funny thing is, another bug, when you are in third-person view and you're going back to first-person view, okay, no, you are in third-person view, you are going back to first-person view. Now it works. Okay, most of the time you are coming back like this or like this, not centered. Okay, 1,052 meters. Yeah, shields are still 90 front and 10 rear. I'm using my num keys. Cannot change it. Okay, we have to live with this, I guess. I think I'm pointing right at you, Flicker. Now Flicker wants to fire 2 size 7 torpedoes of Ballista at the retaliator. Okay, I'm ready, Flicker. Okay, that's a kill. As expected, that's a kill. Let me check something quickly. Size 5 torpedoes. Yeah, size 5 Ballista torpedoes still have 50 meters minimum lock-on distance, and size 7 torpedoes of Ballista have 50 meters too. I don't know why CRG doesn't just add this value. Would be trivial, but they don't care. It's not in all mat base. This actually works nicely. Chris Sinclair. It's not every room.
Feel better? Save me.
Yeah, Hadron are size 7. They have both size 5 and size 7 missiles, torpedoes of Ballista still have 50 meters minimum lock-on range. 50 meters, which is really crazy. Okay, what's the next plan, Flicker? Do you want to do more with Ballista? "50-meter, Chris Sinclair wrote 50 meters is crazy, it would destroy Ballista." Yeah, but not in this game. Can you bring an 890 or hammer? I can bring a hammerhead. 890 I want to save. By the way, I am right back. 1 minute. Okay. I'm back. I'm getting now a hammerhead for Flicker. Hello, Mike Philbin.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
The worst thing is, Chris 2016 CitizenCon talk. If you want to get really, really sad, really, really frustrated, watch Chris 2016 CitizenCon talk speech.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I think Chris Sinclair is Chris Roberts. Come on, admit it. Well, it's the one where, no, this is 2017 where he is showing Arcor. Chris Sinclair wrote, yes, buy more ships, I need a new pool. Flicker, no, I cannot get an elevator in the station. Okay, and one worked. Sanero wrote, Chris, I don't give dates, Roberts gives dates. Yeah, I mean, full salvage, full, not only hull scraping, was supposed to come in 3.2 in summer 2017. And now we are getting hull scraping. Yeah. 5.5 years later, we only get hull scraping. Seriously, please leave a comment. Okay, what's going on? Flicker says no gravity in Hammerhead. And no clip. Hammerhead has no clip. Flicker, I was inside Hammerhead. I heard my character suffocating, which does make sense because he wears a spacesuit and helmet. And there was no gravity in Hammerhead and no clipping. That's extra $10 for the stairs and gravity module. Okay, I'm back in the med clinic, and I still have my spacesuit on. I don't know, do you have another monitor? Okay, and now I was suffocating in the med bay. I'm at 95% health, but I'm wearing a spacesuit and a helmet. Okay, this patch is one of the worst ever. Seriously, we had a lot of bad PTU patches, but this is one of the worst. Actually, this feels like a very early Evo patch. Let's check out if my hammerhead is still on the docking port.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You are stuck? Where are you stuck, Flicker? In the corner of an outpost. How did you get there? Do you want to come back to transferring to storage? Okay, I have to get the other one. Do you want to come back to crew L1?
Vehicle selected. Stand Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit.
Okay, Flicker is coming back. Docking port O2. I spawned now another hammerhead. Docking port O2. This I've never seen. I've never seen this, that you are going inside the ship and it has no gravity and no clipping. Okay, I'm having a helmet and a spacesuit. I'm waiting for Flicker. I want Flicker, you can go in first. Maybe it works with this hammerhead. I had to spawn a new hammerhead with ugly beast skin. (1,577 meters). Yeah, I noticed that you can get stuck in behind furniture. Recently, I made a video with Pico in Freelancer cockpit, and I couldn't turn it around well enough, so I jumped around a bit in the cockpit, and I was stuck next to a seat. I couldn't get unstuck. I couldn't jump out. I could do nothing. Yeah, soft death simulator. Yeah. I hate it when games. Okay, it's an alpha. Still, I hate it when games can get you stuck behind some furniture or behind some chair, where you wouldn't have any trouble in real life. Flicker, make sure to wear a spacesuit and a helmet. This thing might not have atmosphere. Mark Fabian wrote, all this lacking stuff is a PES thing. It isn't keeping up with all requests. I think so too. But didn't CRG say looked at it? You don't have a spacesuit? Okay, Flicker has no inventory. Can you pick this up? I don't know why I see 2 now. Yeah, sometimes you have to try several times until you have your inventory. Okay, it seemed to have worked. Okay, so you're now wearing a spacesuit and yeah, inventory sometimes just doesn't spawn in and you have to try several times. Okay, Flicker cannot see me, but Flicker can see my marker. Okay, let's just go on like this. Okay, let's go into a hammerhead. If this works, and don't know if this works. Okay, I can see you, Flicker. I don't trust this. Do I have gravity? No, no gravity. Yeah, Flicker doesn't have gravity either. Okay, Flicker, we cannot do a hammerhead. We cannot do a hammerhead. No gravity and no clipping. Look at this. No clipping. No clipping inside hammerhead. I'm sure CIG tested this patch well before releasing it onto the public PTU. Okay, we cannot do a hammerhead flicker. No gravity, no clipping. Clipping is extra. Flicker died. Okay, I suggest we are going back to menu and are getting a new server. I don't trust this anymore. And we cannot do a hammerhead. You have no gravity and no clipping. Let's go back to menu. Okay, we can try an 890. But I don't think if 2 size 7 torpedoes are enough. Do the seats work? I don't know. I don't even think I can make it to the seats. Okay, I'm in menu. Chris Sinclair wrote, hammerhead is fine, it just needs more stairs. It's called collision. Clipping is removing hidden polygons. I'm just saying clipping. People know what I mean. Okay, I want to check something quickly. Damage size 7 and size 9 torpedo. PTU and missiles. Size 7. Size 9 is 400,000. Okay, 2 size 7 could be just enough for an 890 kill flicker. Okay, now flicker wants to fire 2 size 7 torpedoes and an 890 collision with extra clipping. Hello James. Looks RSI is busy making ships for sale, so let us beta test. Yeah. Buy up, buy a Galaxy. I'm so happy I didn't fall for it this year. This year I spent way less than 100 euros on ships, and I'm really proud of myself. I mean, I don't feel like throwing good money after bad money. I want to see some real progress before I give Chris any more money. Point. Done. Okay, Mike Philbin, have fun. Okay, we are now trying to fire 2 size 7 torpedoes at an 890 if we can get into a game. I'm still loading. Sometimes you are in the game in under a minute, and sometimes it takes like 6, 7, 8 minutes. But I need that pool. No, Chris Roberts, no, I won't do it. And my Rolls Royce is 6 months old. Maybe it wouldn't be, I mean, I'm not a fan that we are getting only hull scraping after we were supposed to get full salvage 5.5 years ago. But I think if you have several ships, that can be a good way to make money. Just spawn one of your ships near a space station and then just hull scrape. You can do it like half AFK, watching movies, so you can make some money just doing it. Sereno wrote, almost bought it, but your videos helped me wait. Okay, thanks. So my videos are worth something at least. My videos are helping people not to buy ships. I mean, I don't want CIG to get broke. And we still want this game. But I think more and more, the more money we give Chris, the more he's working on the things he loves. Eye candy, fluff, and making a movie, not a game. Chris Sinclair wrote, buy 2 Galaxies on for you and your mom. I need a hot tub as well. And I will give CIG money again as soon as I see some real progress. And I don't see this anytime soon. Flicker, I'm still loading into the game. Are you still loading too? Okay, yeah, sometimes you are in the game in like a minute, and sometimes it can take like, seriously, 7 or 8 minutes. I find it especially a bit insulting to have a new ship, Galaxy, and to tell us, yeah, her big thing is modularity, while CHG doesn't give a fuck, sorry, to work on modularity. I mean, come on, Chris. If you really want to give us modularity, then give us Vanguard books, give us Avenger modularity, give us Caterpillar modularity, but no, instead we are supposed to buy new ships. Okay, I'm in the game, Flickr. Chris Sinclair wrote, well, it doesn't help that CIG is doing Chris Vanity Project. What do you mean by Vanity Project? Do you mean Squadron 42?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I think I claimed my hammerheads just, oh, they are claimed. They are here. Chris Sinclair wrote Squadron 42, build one for the other after. Yeah, do you know what the worst thing about Squadron 42 is? The worst thing is
Vehicle selected.
there are at least 2 sequels. There
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
are
following
2
location.
sequels for Squadron 42. And we don't even have the first one. Okay, I cannot move. Flickr, I spawned my 890 and I cannot move. I cannot use Mobi class. I'm still in the game. I'm not tapped out. Oh, no. Now I can move. This took like 20 seconds to spawn my 890 and I couldn't move. Okay, I thought I was crashing. Nah, the X doesn't do anything. I tried it. I couldn't even move my mouse. Okay, Flickr spawned dead from last time and is respawning. And it's slow. Do I have a spacesuit on? Yes, I have a spacesuit. Sareno wrote, 90% of people care about PU only, which CR would see this. I think most people are here for PU, but I think most people would like to play Squadron 42 as well. And CIG took money for Squadron 42 development, so they have to work on it. They cannot just ignore it. Okay, waiting for Flickr to revive. Don't forget, CIG took money for Squadron 42. I forgot who it was, but it was not insignificant. It was like 50 million or something. And Chris already broke the deadline. So there might be some legal issues if CIG doesn't get Squadron 42 out soon. Okay, can you see me, Flickr? I can see you. Okay, Flickr can see me. Do you have access to your inventory? Okay, looks like. Because Sinclair wrote, they should have built Star Citizen, then worked on Squadron 42 as Star Citizen Adventure or whatever. I don't know. I think it's fine to have a single-player game. I mean, a lot of people really wanted to have another Wing Commander experience. On my screen, you don't wear a spacesuit, Flickr. Okay, if it's gray in inventory, we have to give it a minute. I mean, I don't mind Squadron 42, but we should never forget that Squadron 42 was supposed to get released 2014, then 15. Then CIG made this video that's still on their channel with 2016. And now it's at least 2 years away, and I don't believe in 2 years away. There was actually another leak. Okay, now I see you in a spacesuit. There was actually another leak that said it is 4 years away, which is really crazy. Elevator called. Okay, this doesn't work. Flicker, this elevator works. The other one doesn't work. Don't know why. Hello. Oh, have fun working. Bye. Okay, it would be really crazy if 2 size 7 torpedoes would be a kill now. By the way, tomorrow there's a video on my channel. I have tested some missile torpedoes with the changes to ballistic shield penetration, and it's really sad. Okay, 890 doesn't have collision either. Flicker, 890 doesn't work for me either. It doesn't have gravity. Maybe I can make it to the bridge, I don't know. .890 doesn't have gravity and doesn't have collision. Maybe I can click on the seat. Okay, something is wrong with those docking ports. Flicker tapped something. I try to make it to the bridge. Okay, Flicker wrote cannot use the seats, so yeah. I gave it a try anyway. Okay, so something is wrong with docking ports in this patch. Yeah, no prompts. Okay, so this idea is dead in the water. Anything else you want to fire torpedoes at? That's too silly. Your ships spawn at the docking ports, but they have no gravity and no collision. That's too crazy. Actually, it's kind of fun. You can just fly around the ship. Docking, no. I think it worked in the previous patch. I think I spawned something. Yeah, I streamed a few days ago. I spawned an 890 a few days ago, and it worked in the previous PTU patch. Go to a Starfarer or Cat. Caterpillar has this indestructible front. Carrack is big too. Chris Sinclair, you cannot try another port. You are just getting a port. Usually you are just getting O2. Okay, I tried to make it back to the space station. Did you die, Flicker? I didn't die. So spawning worked a few days ago in the previous patch because I spawned an 890 on 3.18 PTU in the previous patch. Okay, I'm back. those bugs. Okay, I can get a Carrack. Is this okay? Oh, I don't know if I have claimed a Carrack. And I see your marker at 17 billion kilometers, which usually means you are dead for me.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Okay, I can spawn a Carrack. Yeah, but I see you 17 billion kilometers away. This is you. Oh no! I see you. This was something different. I don't know what this is. Okay, I see you. Everything is fine. I see you. I can get a Carrack. I'm getting a Carrack.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
So docking ports
Vehicle
worked
delivered to the following location.
in the previous PTU patch, and now they are fogged again. Hangar 12, Flicker. No, Karak isn't so tough. She has her indestructible front, but otherwise she isn't so tough. I think 2 size 7s is an easy kill for Karak. Obviously, we won't aim at her front, we will aim at her side. Isn't this fun that you have to open the big ramp just to get inside? Bit dark. It's not dark for me. Okay, this looks strange. It looks damaged, dirty. Something wrong with the shader, I guess. Okay, can I go through this? Dispatch. Okay, I have to take the ladder. Dispatch. Seriously, this feels like a very, very early Evo build and not like public PTU. If you are not Evo, don't be sad. I don't want to break NDA, but let's say many Evo patches are beyond terrible. Okay, this elevator doesn't work either. What's happening now? Okay, Flicker, I'm trapped. Elevator went down and now, okay, I try to get up again. I'm trapped, Flicker. Okay, somehow I jumped down and okay, don't use elevators. Don't use elevators. Try to avoid using any elevator. I was trapped in the elevator, but I was able to glitch through it.
Hello, and thank you for contacting me.
Sinclair Road, sorry, Cameron, I took your camera to a party. I mean, there are always some problems with elevators, but I've never seen it so bad. Critters Road. I read somewhere that Gen 12 is not on by default in 3.18. I don't know. Flickr, do you know if Gen 12 is on by default? Flickr wrote Gen 12 was included as far as she knows. And Flickr wrote, most won't see a difference. Chris Sinclair wrote, I'm surprised it didn't say $20 on that slab that blocked the elevator. I don't even know where this thing comes from. There was never any slab in front of any elevator. I don't know where this thing comes from. Really strange. It's not even part of the ship. Yeah, I don't think it's part of the ship. So you have to put in $20. Okay, let's see if 141 still has daylight. Yeah, looks like it. No, it's not this one. I don't think it has. Let's try Shobin. Yeah, it's coming out of nowhere. It's really silly that it's blocking your way. I mean, I've never seen this. I have a Karak since forever. I've never seen any slab blocking her elevators in any patch ever. So this is something new. Maybe it's coming from PS and it's, don't know, anything. It should getting daylight on 141 now. I'm waiting for Gen 14 or 15. Okay, let's see how we can get out. I mean, we have the ladder, but not from this level, I think.
Engines offline.
I have to get out too, because I have to spawn the ballista. Yeah, I don't want to use the elevator. Maybe main elevator is a better idea, Flicker. Okay, let's try main elevator. No, come on, Flicker, let's try main elevator. I don't think there's a slab in front of main elevator. I hope not. $20, please. Chris Sinclair wrote $20, please. Okay, no slab. No slab. And subdeck. Okay, this works at least. Same. This would be good if you want to trap an invader. Maybe it's for trapping invaders. So they can get off. They cannot get off your elevator. Don't forget to put a paywall on the main elevator. No, no paywall on main elevator. Okay, getting a ballista. Flicker Road has a second back to front elevator in it. Okay, Flicker Road has a second elevator in this elevator, and the second elevator is turned around by 180 degrees. So the slab is actually something that should be on the rear of the elevator, and now it's on the front. Okay, getting a ballista.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Okay, Flicker Road, this slab.
Plane has been sent.
The slab is the back of the console.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage.
Well, we have elevators and elevators for quite a while now, for many, many, many years.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Okay, ballista is spawned, Flicker. I'm using main elevator again, to be sure. Russell Bosfield wrote, my favorite ship, and yet so many missing features and no broken features. Yeah, I guess the RG will fix this before this goes to live. And look, it's dirty. Scratchy inside. Oh, is it habitation deck? I think it's, no, it's habitation deck. Yeah, we still don't have escape pods. There was a posting on Spectrum very recently about soft death, and people are in atmosphere, they are experiencing soft death, and their ship is falling down, and we don't even have parachutes. This is exactly why I made this video, Buggy as escape pod, because I saw this coming. I mean, everyone saw this coming. You have soft death. We have no parachutes, we have no escape pods. I mean, Yogi wrote, we are just testing it now. If we don't like it, we can take it back. We have just 5 parameters to change. Yes, Yogi, but why even test it when we don't have other important things in the game? And damage model is really bad. I mean, it doesn't give you any data if you are testing it now. So why even try to test it now when it doesn't give you any data at all? It's pretty much like this. Yes, Yogi claimed, yeah, we are getting data. You can just do the math, Yogi. It's easy. It's not hard math. And right now, it's a bad idea. Okay, I want you to hit the side. I'm strafing. Oh look, someone is salvaging ships with his vulture. Or is this, are those things that CIG is spawning for us to salvage? I don't know. Or are those player ships? I don't know. Wait a second. Am I in Armistice? No, I'm not in Armistice. I am not in Armistice. And shields are full. Self-status doesn't work anyway. I think you're somewhere in this direction. Flicker will now fire one size 7 torpedo of Ballista aimed at the side of a carrack. Okay, Flicker, fire when ready. Okay, that's a kill, even though I'm still alive. Is this soft death? I mean, missiles, torpedoes shouldn't bring ships into soft death, but this almost looks like soft death. Didn't CIG say no soft death with explosives? I mean, this looks like a soft death because I didn't die. By the way, we cannot scan. Scanning for percent health is broken. I would think this is a soft death, but didn't CIG say no soft death with explosives? Well, it wouldn't be the first time that CIG says one thing, but totally ignores whatever they said. Flicker, I'm inside. I cannot do anything with this ship. She is in a damaged state. I have warning lights, but my character survived, so I guess this is soft death, which is totally typical CIG. I shouldn't have soft death. I try to restart. I cannot restart. Nothing happening. Cannot restart. So this means one size 7 torpedo is a kill for a carrack. Chris Sinclair wrote, asks the salvage guy to help you out. No. Russell wrote, I thought they buffed component health to compensate. No. They did a few changes. This actually looks very strange inside. Flicker, you have to get inside if you can. And, by the way, didn't CIG say I cannot enter seats? Come on, okay. Start all over. CIG said no soft death with explosives. Wrong. We have soft death with explosives. And CIG said you cannot re-enter seats. Wrong. I can re-enter seats. I mean, I cannot do anything, but I can re-enter seats. I mean, it's a typical CIG telling us, yeah, you won't get soft deaths with explosives, but we have a soft death. Flicker wrote, do lifts work? Lifts should still work. And it's very loud inside, which is silly, because it's a soft dev. Why is the ship loud when we have soft dev? Yeah, elevators still work, Flicker. I'm trying to leave the ship. And it has kinda gravity, kinda. I mean, I'm leaning a bit. Ship is leaning. I'm not straight, so I guess it doesn't have gravity anymore. It has gravity from the moon. Can we check? I don't think we can check gravity anymore. No, it's gone. We don't have this one command anymore. Okay, lift still work and ramp still works. I am 99.99% sure this is soft dev, which shouldn't happen with missiles and torpedoes. Are you coming, Flicker? I see you still. Okay, now you're coming. I mean, actually, I'm not too surprised. Wouldn't be the first time that CRG says one thing, but in reality, it's totally different. So you can still enter seats, and you can get soft dev with explosives. Actually, this alone is worth a video, I guess, for Thursday. Yeah, Chris Sinclair, this must be soft dev. We cannot scan because scanning is broken. You only get EM, IR and CS values, but no percent health left. But if this isn't soft dev, then I don't know what is. I think the reason we survived is I wasn't exactly at very high altitude. The docking collar is exposed. See if you can jump out of it. I might die if I jump out of it. Why should I jump out of it? Look, physics! Physics! This is what we are getting in year 11 as driving physics. Yes, this moon doesn't have 1 G, but I think it has like 0.3 G. So ships and vehicles wouldn't behave like this. Okay, Chris Sinclair wrote it's on the port side, almost to the ground. Okay, I take a look. Chris, I take a look. Chris Roberts, I take a look especially for you. The Flicker wrote, default ballista guns are ballistics now. Okay, this is the port side. Okay, you mean this thing. Okay, Chris, I will take a look for you. Yeah, I saw it. Okay, Chris Roberts wants me to jump out of the docking port. I try to. And look, can you hear how loud this is? This is a ship in soft dev. Why is it so loud? Where does this sound come from? Okay, Chris, how much are you paying me for this? No, I'm jumping out. Yay! It works, Chris. Are you now satisfied? We'll take away the slap for a day. Okay, thank you very much, Chris Roberts. Flicker, I'm not dreaming, right? CRG said you cannot enter seats in a ship in soft dev. I could. And CRG said no soft dev with explosives, right? I'm not dreaming. But it was very nice that we tested this. maybe CRG cannot distinguish between missile damage and gun damage. This is something I find makes much more sense. And this was a very nice idea, because now I have something for a soft dev video. Thank you very much, Flicker. Hey, you blocked my way. Don't use this elevator. This elevator is broken. Don't. You might get stuck. You can use the main elevator. Russell Bosfield wrote, what if ballistic shield penetration increased missile shield penetration? Missiles are ballistics too. I mean, they are physical damage. And yes, missiles are doing a lot more damage to ships now with this ballistic shield penetration change in 3.18. You can actually destroy an Andromeda now with one size 5 torpedo. Watch tomorrow's video. It's already uploaded. It's for tomorrow. I tested a few ships. Yeah, Lift has gravity, which is, yeah, CRG is so inconsistent. Lift has his own gravity. We are hearing sound. It's very loud inside. Or do you want to go, okay, sorry, I'm going back to a technical deck. So this thing is very inconsistent. Ship and soft dev still has gravity on the left and is very loud. Okay, Flicker left me alone. Let's check out if medbeds still work. Something I'm curious. Can I still use a med bed? Yes. I can still lie down on the med bed. Chris Sinclair wrote, can the new Salvage ship repair too? I don't think you can repair with the Salvage ship. You can repair with handheld tools. Flicker, I could still use the med bed. That's too funny. I mean, medbed shouldn't work either in soft dev. I don't think this makes sense. You can repair with handheld salvage tools. No, I don't have the tool with me. Flicker, where are you? Would it get flyable? I don't think it would get flyable if you would repair it. I don't think you would be able to fly it if you just repair the hull. I mean, you cannot repair components with this salvage tool. Chris Sinclair wrote, would be interesting if you could get your ship at least running again. I don't think you could get a ship running if you are repairing the hull. You are not repairing components. On the other hand, this is a CIG game. Who knows? Who knows whatever will happen? I'm really sad that we cannot scan for % health left. Should be 0%. Flicker, CIG also wrote, a ship in soft death gets destroyed if it takes any more damage. If you don't need this anymore, can you fire your gun at this thing? Your Ballista gun. Shouldn't take a lot of damage to destroy her. Unless you want to see something here. I think we saw everything that's needed. Look here, no gravity. In the ship in soft death. Yeah. Flicker wrote pool table is still fine. In her wrote, say if you have a ship, say if you have a vehicle in the cargo bay when the ship went into soft death, can the self-destruct of the vehicle still work and destroy the rest of the ship? I would think so, but I don't know. Okay, I'm getting out. And Flicker is now firing the guns of Ballista at the Carrack, which should destroy her. Ships in soft death are getting destroyed if they receive any more damage. I don't think it will take a lot of damage to destroy her now, but I'm really curious, will she now explode? Chris Sinclair wrote, well, on the bright side, maybe the salvage guy will split the money with you if he salvages the ship. I'm curious what ships he's salvaging. Okay, Flicker is now manning the turret guns and aiming at the Carrack. Let's see, I'm very curious. Okay, I see the turret moving. Something wrong with turret. I see turret moving, but it seems to looks a bit strange. Maybe she should reverse a little. Don't think so. Okay, Flicker will now fire the turret guns of Ballista at the Carrack, which is in soft death, we think. And if she takes any more damage, she should explode. How do I get into the turret guns? There is a button somewhere. Sorry, there's a hotkey and there's a button. You have to search a bit. Hold F and search. Okay, Flicker got it. Wait a second, I'm doing my speech again. We think that Carrack is in soft death, which shouldn't happen because it was an explosive. CRG? We think the Carrack is in soft death, which shouldn't happen because this was an explosion. Flicker will now fire the turret guns of Ballista at the Carrack, which should destroy the Carrack. Totally. Okay, Flicker, fire when ready, please. Something wrong? Flicker would... Okay, can you fire a missile? Maybe it's broken. Maybe turret is broken. Flicker wrote she cannot fire. Flicker wrote she shot 5 rounds earlier. Flicker wrote 30k. She thinks 30k. Could be 30k. Flicker can't leave seat, okay, 30k. No, Flicker cannot leave the seat. Or maybe it's not a 30k. Let's see if I can open the door. If I can open the door, it's not a 30k. No, I cannot open the door. This feels like 30k. Yeah, I cannot open the door. Well, we have enough for a video, which is totally unexpected. I didn't expect to get a video out of this, I think for first day. Yeah, I think we have a 30k. I cannot open the door. Let's just for fun try to close the hatch, which shouldn't happen if we have a 30k. Yeah, most likely 30k. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to menu then. Yeah, Flickr checked BWin. It's at 0.008, which is typical for 30k. Very likely. Chris Richter wrote it could be the new improved 50k. Okay, Flickr, let's go back to menu. If we have a 30k, ramming the ship won't do anything. Yeah, the ship moved a bit because no mass, you know, ships and vehicles and guns and picos and a new thing, 30k, don't have mass. Okay, I'm killing my task and I will start again totally because usually I have to start fresh after 30k. And this took a long time. Don't need to verify. Log out. This took a long time for 30k. It just took like 4 minutes. Okay, I'm logging back in. Chris Roberts wrote that was a weird 30k. Usually it's faster. No, it's part of this PTU patch. Everything in this new patch is slow. Even 30ks are slow. Okay, Flickr, do we want to do some salvage now? Some reclaimer salvage. But I have to get reclaimer from, I think from New Babbage. I cannot spawn reclaimer. That's another really silly thing. You cannot spawn reclaimers at space stations. Okay, we are still partied. I'm back in menu and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Flickr, I want to spawn a Hercules. And can you get into Hercules? Then I will suicide back to my city and get a reclaimer. So we have something to salvage. Flicker wrote, our new pet is called Gudrun, okay? Don't be mean to her. I already was mean to her. I shot her. But she didn't take damage, so it's fine, I guess. Ever notice that Orison runs a lot better in the menu than on the planet? Okay, let's see if... okay, I see Flicker. I guess Flicker is still loading in. The menu has a creepy hair sniffer dude. Hello, that's me. Just hanging out watching. If you want, I can spawn and bring you something for your test. I think we are fine for now. Flicker wrote, oh, for fuck's sake. What happened, Flicker? Okay, Flicker is falling through the lift again. Flicker had this problem before, that she was falling through lifts, and the only way to fix it was to recopy her account. Yeah, Flicker is falling through lifts. I was in the same lift with Flicker. Flicker was falling through, and Flicker had to recopy her account to fix it. Do you want to try one more time? And if this doesn't work, recopy your account? Okay, Flicker is trying once more. This is a really strange bug. Flicker is falling through elevators. No, don't even get your marker. Party 1. Okay, Flicker restarted client. Should I go back to menu? Okay, I'm going back to menu. I'm going back to menu, Flicker. Chris Sinclair wrote, could be the server too. NPCs are doing strange stuff. Yeah, but we were in the same game. We went into the same elevator. My character was fine, but Flicker's character was falling through the floor. I'm in menu, Flicker. And only thing that seems to have fixed it was Flicker was recopying her account. Okay, Netsmake wrote, it's happened to me as well, which is why I'm not in C18 right now. Okay, Netsmake wrote, okay, Flicker, I hope it's something for you. Netsmake wrote, he has the same problem, he's falling through elevators. Flicker was able to fix it by recopying her account a few days ago. On Friday, I think. Flicker's name is part of the problem. Flickering in and out. No. At least we have something. Okay, I'm back in the game. We have something. We have... This was very interesting, actually, Flicker. We have soft death with missiles or torpedoes. Okay, I'm back in the game. So Flicker, you're not the only one. Other people have this problem too, that they are falling through elevators. Flicker wrote your error the other day had soft dev. It could be that I had soft dev in Arena Commander 2. For tomorrow's videos, there are some tests where ships were totally shut down. I thought it was shut down to restart, but it could have been soft dev. I mean, I didn't expect this, but I will make a short video out of the Carrack and soft dev. I didn't expect this. It's actually quite funny because you don't have gravity anymore, which makes kind of sense, but you still have gravity in elevator. You can still use medbed, you can still use seats, and it's very loud inside, which is kind of strange. A ship in soft dev making a lot of noise. Why? Where's the noise coming from? Okay, do I see your marker? Don't see your marker. Party 1. Okay, same problem. Flickr has to recopy. Do you know how long this will take? Approximately? I can already suicide and get a reclaimer Flickr. Do you have any bigger ships we can salvage, Flickr? What's the biggest you have here? Okay, Caterpillar is fine. Okay, I suicide and I get a reclaimer while we are waiting for your recopy, okay?
Got an accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so team stand by.
Flickr is typing. Okay, Flickr wrote she recopied already. Okay, I'm going back to menu. Okay, going back to menu. Let's Big Road, give it 50 minutes to be safe. I don't think we need to be safe. There will be most likely another patch soon, I think. By the way, today it's a working day in USA, right? In Germany, 25th and 26th are holidays. I think today is a working day in USA. Ah, okay. Testing is going wildly. I don't know when you left. You did see the Carrack soft dev, right? Chris Sinclair wrote, some people in North America are working. Yeah, in Germany, 25th and 26th are holidays. Always. Okay, I'm in menu. I guess we have to start over. I'll see you offline. Let's see if it works. I guess there are people at CRG who are still working, so there might be a patch this week. Okay, Flickr has to load into a game first before we can party. Serena wrote, I didn't. When I left, you were getting into it in the hangar. Yeah, Flickr was firing one size 7 torpedo at the side of Carrack, and she was in soft dev. I mean, she fell down. I couldn't restart. She looked very terrible from the outside. And this shouldn't happen because CRG said no soft dev with explosives. And I could still use seats. CRG said you cannot use seats anymore. And I could use the medbed, but I couldn't do anything with her. I couldn't restart her or anything. Yeah, I mean, one size 7 torpedo isn't so bad damage-wise, and 70% goes through the shields now, so it's quite a bit of damage. For example, in tomorrow's video, you will see an Andromeda getting destroyed by one size 5 torpedo, which doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I was able to jump out of the docking collar. Chris Sinclair, Chris Roberts really wanted to see this. He wanted to see me jumping out of the docking corner. But why? Chris, what was your idea behind this? I don't mind. It wasn't too high. It wasn't too dangerous. Okay, I mean, when you two, I guess we have to find each other. You are offline. It says you're offline. Crashed. Okay, Flickr crashed to desktop. Better than a buggy for immersion. Yeah, but buggy works. You can always trust your buggy if you're on soft dev. No, seriously, there was the Spectrum posting today. A guy was writing about we have no parachutes, we have no escape pods. Yeah, I mean, we really need those. We need parachutes, we need escape pods, and we need seats with retro thrusters for planets and moons that don't have sufficient atmosphere. I mean, no one wants to die just because his ship is in soft dev. But if you are in soft dev right now, your ship will most likely crash down to a planet or moon and everything will explode and get killed. I mean, I'm sure we will get escape pods. I mean, bigger ships have escape pods, just not anytime soon. No, CRG hasn't touched it at all. CRG doesn't even have thought about parachutes yet. I mean, just think about it. You are flying in your fighter in atmosphere, you have a fight, your ship is getting destroyed, but even if you make it out of your ship, you're still dying because you don't have a parachute. I mean, as you might know, in World War I, they didn't give parachutes to fighter pilots for some stupid reasons. Yeah, we don't want you to be a coward. But from World War II on, everyone had parachutes. Okay, I accept your friend request. And your party invite. Okay, we are ready to go. This was really quick. We even had ejection seats on some airplanes in World War II. Dornier 335 had an ejection seat. It needed one because her tail fin was very big. So we had ejection seats in World War II, but Buccaneer doesn't get one. For reasons. Yeah, seriously, think about you're having a fight in atmosphere, your fighter gets destroyed, you can bail out, or you can use your ejection seat, and you will still die. Okay, I fail to miss the logic in this. It's hoped that this has fixed Flickr's account. Okay, party 2. I should be able to. Okay, you are 40. Ah, okay. You're obviously at a city. Flickr, I will suicide to my city and get a reclaimer, okay?
Patients and guests are not allowed in the staff lounge. Thank you.
I think it was Lawville, not sure.
Security, please come to storage room 3 right
Chris Sinclair wrote, ejection seat $10, $15 for gold seat belts. Executive. Another thing I don't really understand, why we don't have seat belts in our ships. I mean, this could be done quickly. Where are you, Flickr? I'm in New Babbage. New Babbage is my spawn point. Where are you, Flickr? Maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle. Yeah, but we still need something to salvage. We can use the caterpillar to salvage.
Medical concerns got you worried? Forget that. Ready to get your care quicker? Use one of our convenient self-check-in terminals. Start treatment now.
I mean, we can still make it to Dream Station, Crew L1. I mean, at least performance is better there. Chris Sinclair Road Camera is giving all kinds of good ideas to get a new pool and hot tub I always wanted. Yeah.
Self-check-in. Start your treatment.
I hope that suicide works. Sometimes I cannot respawn after suicide. Okay, this is now getting really bad.
If anyone has seen a green and black carryall, please contact front desk.
Failed to open file. Spaceship, jump modules. Okay, I really need this. I really need jump modules. I need this right now. Okay, I give it 2 minutes and I will
Looking to improve your
kill
health
my game
and
and
health
try to
awareness.
rejoin Flickr.
Only about heat.
Now, Lab 2 is off limits to all staff until further
Ask your
notice.
med
No one
tech.
goes
Optional
to Lab
medical
2.
services.
2 announcements are played at the same time. Isn't this immersive? Don't you feel immersed? Oh, looks like... come on. Oh, this is very laggy. Come on. Stand up. Do I have atmosphere? Yes, I have atmosphere. Because I paid extra. I can give you a tip. Never stand in front of those elevator doors. What you have to do is you are calling elevator, then you are running away like a bitch. Then you wait for elevators to arrive and then you are running in. Because those elevators are very often pushing you outside. Yeah, sometimes it's getting really hard to connect with someone, and it's getting harder when we are getting, it's look a bit into the future, like 5 years from now, when we are getting our second star system. It will be even harder to connect with people if one is in Pyro and one is in Stanton. Okay, Flickr, let's make it to Crew L1 anyway.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. Careful, doors are now closing.
Let's make road. Did you all test tops with the ballistic changes? I think a single S9. Yeah, you have to watch tomorrow's video. I tested 890 and size 9 torpedoes. Spoiler: front and rear are still indestructible, but one size 9 torpedo aimed at side or top of 890 is a kill now. Did you test S12? What S12? As size 12 torpedoes are on Javelin and you cannot get your hands on those. Yeah, the only ship that has size 12 torpedoes is a Javelin. So how should I test this? You did? Yeah, okay, but this would be too much effort for me to steal a Javelin somewhere. No, I'm not doing this. If you ever have a Javelin, then let me know. Oh look, I just glitched through something. Yeah, one size 9 torpedo aimed at top or side of 890 is a kill now. Watch tomorrow's video. It's already uploaded. Sometimes I think CRG forgot about missiles and torpedoes when they did the changes. My prediction is CRG will take this change back, either before 3.18 goes to live or later. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have so much ballistic penetration right now, not how this game works. Oh, I didn't know that 600i was buffed to 100k hit points. I hope I didn't touch my reclaimer and it should be available here.
Ready to upgrade.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All of my protected nations offering.
Chris Sinclair wrote, why not take it back and just give more ammunition? Okay, I have my reclaimer. And just give more ammunition to ballistics. Because then CRG,
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
And gate assignments.
where are you?
Use one of the conveniently located terminals.
Then CRG would say, okay, we were always wrong. CRG would admit that they were wrong. I mean, seriously, if CRG would go back to the flight model and to ship combat in 2.5 or 2.6, this game would be 100 times better. But CRG cannot admit it that they did so many stupid changes over the years. So they cannot say, okay, we are going back to 2.5. Let's make roads. Ballistics changes before armor makes 0 sense. All they did was lower the time to kill across the board. Yeah, but even if we get armor, it makes no sense because not every ship will have good armor. There are ships that have no armor or very shitty armor. And another problem is the damage model is still very crude and very bad. Succincta wrote, so it takes a few seconds to load a new belt box in the hopper. Actually, do you remember in the old days ballistic guns had 1 reload? Ballistic guns had 2 magazines and had 1 reload. Don't know when CRG changed this, but in 3.0 you had 1 reload with ballistic guns. Let's make road. Sorry, I meant physicalized damage model. Yeah, I mean, Chris wants to trace every bullet. So I guess the damage model we have right now is a placeholder. It's not very good. It's also important what you are actually hitting. Okay, I hate this game. Displaying. Where is the prompt game? Where is my prompt? Okay, here it is. You have to click on this prompt. Okay, CRG said they improved flight characteristics of Reclaimer in atmosphere, but I don't trust it. Don't want to crash now. Flicker wrote, no point using ballistics with current mag sizes. No, I think there is a point. There's a point if you are PvPer, then you don't care much that you don't have a lot of ammunition. And some guns have quite a bit of ammunition. For example, 85B has a lot of ammo. 85B has like almost 4,000, no, I think almost 3,000 shots. I think, if you ask me, I think it's pretty much impossible to trace every bullet in a game with so much fire. There are games like War Thunder in tank-to-tank combat that are really tracing every bullet. You are getting a replay after a hit. But they don't have this volume of fire as we have in this game. They don't have huge maps, and they don't have, like, one day, let's say 1,000 people on a server. I'm taking my time, by the way. I don't want to crash, and I don't trust this new flight model. So War Thunder can trace every bullet. Star Citizen, I don't believe they will ever be able to. But this is Chris' stream. Let's make road. One error with scatter guns and cannons are one-shot disabling other light fighters. Yeah, I mean, it's a total mess right now. I hope that more people are testing this, and CRG admits they made a big mistake with this change. I don't mind changes, but to me this feels like CRG has no clue what they are doing. They are just trying things because reasons. And they shouldn't do this in year 11. In year 11 they should have a pretty good idea what they want, but they don't seem to have any idea what they actually want. Yeah, I think you don't need to be in VTOL mode anymore to fly out of a city in a Reclaimer, but I don't want to make any mistake. Okay, Flicker, I'm on my way to crew L1. If I can find it. Okay, there it is. Flicker wrote ADBs are the only ones with a lot. I mean, if you are PvPer, you can make do with not having a lot of ammunition if you're just going in for 1 or 2 kills. Chris Sinclair wrote, maybe I can use the C788 meme cannon to disable ships again. Yeah, I'm really wondering if C788 is a good gun again. In one of the previous patches, she did a lot of component damage because of AoE. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Come on, jump while I read chat. Okay. Serena wrote, even War Thunder runs into issues with the high tier AA Gatling guns. Can sometimes have weird bounces and enter a tank, like a Leo 2A6, somewhere where it shouldn't have had the ability to penetrate. Yeah, I think, yeah, seriously, I've saved this thread. This was a thread I made 2 years ago. Chris wrote he wants to trace every bullet, check what a bullet hits inside a ship, and if the thing the bullet hits is damaged, destroyed, or starts to burn. And I replied, Chris, this will take another 10 to 20 years. And Chris replied, no, this is not a pipe dream and it won't take 10 years. So Chris has now a little bit less than 8 years to make his dream come true. If not, there will be a video in 8 years. Because I don't think you can trace every bullet in a game like Star Citizen, not with huge maps, not with so many people on one server. Chris Sinclair wrote, I was drunk when I made this posting. Let's Big Road. Camera stopping away now, but thanks for all the testing you do and how repeatable your tests are. Really helps the community. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice day at work or whatever you're doing. So I tried vulture salvaging, which is very funny because you have to stand up also often just to move one box. By the way, Flicker, I don't have a tractor beam multi-tool on me. That could be a problem. Yeah, I cannot really land my Reclaimer. I have to I cannot land my Reclaimer in the space station. So I cannot buy one. And I didn't buy one before because I suicided back. Yeah, maybe you have to land your caterpillar and get at least one tool. You think I could see station inventory when I'm not close by? I have bought 5 multi-tools, Flicker, and 5 tractor beam attachments. They are on crew L1, but I couldn't bring them with me because I suicided back. Do you think I can see station inventory when I'm close enough? Okay, then it will work. Then I can get them. Serena wrote, you can create one in the salvage thing now, or is it still coming soon? I heard you can create one, but I think it was for Vulture. I'm not sure if it works for Reclaimer too. Chris Sinclair wrote, I thought Reclaimer had a docking collar. Yes, Reclaimer has a docking collar. Look here, at the front top. And do you want to know the funny thing? This docking collar is compatible with Nothing. Right now you cannot use this docking collar to dock on anything. So you cannot spawn a reclaimer at a space station, you cannot dock at a space station, you cannot land at a space station. She has a nice docking collar, even with lights, with blinking lights at the top, but it's working on nothing right now. Are you happy now, Chris Roberts? Chris, why don't you fix this? The only way to spawn a reclaimer in this patch are cities and crim hacks, and I try to avoid crim hacks. Maya Kara wrote, House Ballistics in 2018, can you kill a hammerhead with arrow without refill? I don't know, I didn't test everything yet. I guess an arrow, I'm not so sure if an arrow can kill a hammerhead without refill. Serena wrote, the docking collar on reclaimer is good for falling in head first in space and getting knocked out. Does this thing actually open? I don't even know if you can open this from the outside, docking collar. Okay, Flicker wrote, arrow cannot kill a hammerhead without reload. But a lot of ships can kill hammerheads now. And this buff to ballistic shield penetration is a huge buff for Inferno, which is still kinda terrible because of the spread. And for Gladiator, Gladiator has 4 size 5 torpedoes, which are doing a ton of damage now. Yes, Chris Sinclair, I was in the refining deck. I bought 5 multi-tools and 5 tractor beam attachments. Those are in crew L1, but I had to suicide back to my hometown to get a reclaimer. So I couldn't take anything with me now. By the way, on 3.17, you can fire 4 size 5.18 to destroy her. Okay, Chris Sinclair wrote, I can make an attachment, but I don't have salvage. Yeah, okay, I can, but I can just fly close to the space station and I have some in inventory. Maya Kara wrote, what about missile? Did they change with this pen change? They did change a lot. They are doing a lot more damage now. I tested a few. It's a video for tomorrow. Watch tomorrow's video, please. So you can make now attachments, and I guess multi-tool, you can also make a multi-tool, I think. Actually, that's the first crafting we are getting in the game, and I love crafting in games. Okay, Flicker wrote, it's a shield change, not a missile change. Maybe I wrote something wrong. Yes, missiles are not changed at all, shields are changed. Sorry, sometimes when I have to fly, have to re-chat and have to talk, it's not easy to make everything, to do everything right first time. Chris Sinclair wrote, to make it, you need some salvage. Yeah, that makes sense. I need to have some salvage first to make it. Okay, Flicker, you don't need to land at the space station. I will fly close to the space station and see if I have my local inventory. Yeah, the claw of Reclaimer obviously does not work. Reclaimer drones, yes, Reclaimer is supposed to have drones, don't work because CRG hasn't done any work on drones yet in year 11, but you are getting now salvage beams on the Reclaimer. Don't know where those are located. I guess at the front, look. This looks like salvage beams of Vulture. I guess those are the salvage beams. And you have 2 drone operator seats, and those are getting now 1 salvage beam each. I'm 28 million kilometers away. You can just wait at me. And then I will fly to you. If I'm near you, you can deactivate shields and come over. But first I need to fly close to the space station. And I'm thinking this isn't exactly the fastest quantum drive. I didn't change anything, sorry guys. This quantum drive is very slow. Sorry guys, I forgot to change this. Hello Captain Mas. Yeah, get something to eat, Chris Sinclair. I find it really funny that CRG really went through with this, that we have to move the cargo boxes one by one using handheld tractor beams. When I heard about this a few months ago, I thought it was a joke. CRG really went through with this. I mean, we have today garbage trucks that have a conveyor belt and an automatic compactor, but in the future you have to move cargo one SCU crate at a time. Checker wrote, funny new bug, reclaiming a ship resets components. Okay, that's bad. So if you have any upgrades in your ship and you have to claim it because it's getting destroyed, you're losing all upgrades. Okay, that's bad. Back to the sailing days, yeah, exactly. The crazy thing is, Reclaimer even has a big hatch at the rear. So in theory, you could have conveyor belts and an automatic compactor at the rear and just dump the material when you want to sell it. No, we are putting it into one SCU crates, one by one. Sometimes I don't understand CRG. I mean, I don't think anyone really wants to have this job. Okay, today I want to salvage. Who wants to move the cargo crates? I mean, you don't even have to do a lot. I mean, you have to move one cargo crate every few minutes. Seems like real life. Seems as interesting as many jobs are in real life. So I don't think I need this in the game. Yeah, Flicker, it's really bad. If you're now claiming a ship and you are getting default components, it's really bad. I hope it's just a bug, but you can never know with CRG. This might not be a bug. This might be intentional. By the way, CRG nerfed another thing. Okay. CRG nerfed head tracking. It's now limited to 90 degrees left and right. Saranda wrote, since this game is all space magic and lasers, you could make the new crates that leave the machine spawn into the cargo crate area. Yes, they could do this. But no, they want... I think CRG tries to promote, quote-unquote, group play at all cost. So we need one pilot, we need two manning laser operators. No, I think two salvage laser operators. And you need two guys to move the boxes, because group play... Don't get me wrong, I love good group content. I love good PvE content, but this isn't exactly good content. Okay, I think I can show this to you here too, even though it's not exactly the best ship to show this. Toby, it's now limited to 90 degrees. Look, you are limited to 90 degrees to the... I mean, it's still good. But in the past, before 3.18, you could look a bit behind you. Now you are limited. Doesn't matter what ship it is. I make a video about this for Wednesday, I think. You can still look up, you can still look down, but 90 degrees to the side, it's all you are getting now. I hope it's a bug, but this might be intentional. Yeah, mandatory group required content. Just release group gameplay for the sake of group gameplay, no matter if it's good or bad. And having two guys who are just moving boxes is not great group gameplay in my book. And if you don't have any friends, then you might, I mean, you could still, in theory, you could still use your Reclaimer solo. You have to switch seats a lot and you have to walk through the ship a lot. Captain Moss wrote, why the hell inhibit head tracking? I don't know. I mean, in real life, you can look a bit behind you. You cannot look directly behind you in real life, but you can look a bit behind you. And now it doesn't work anymore. You are limited to 90 degrees. This might be a bug. This might be intentional. I tested a few ships. You're always limited to 90 degrees. And it's happening with Toby and with Track IR. Maya Kara wrote, but Salvage doesn't pay for 2 people. It's really low money. Reclaimer is supposed to be faster in Salvage than a Vulture. Still, what do you prefer? 1 Reclaimer or 5 Vultures? I think 5 Vultures are still faster than 1 Reclaimer. Serena wrote, my brain is actually limited to 90 degrees as well, to 90 IQ as well. That won't last. The backlash will be huge over that. I don't think that there will be a huge backlash. I mean, seriously, head tracking is still very useful. Yeah, I love Toby. In the past, I used Track IR, but I love Toby a lot more because it's so easy to set up. You don't have any cables. It's still good, but I would prefer it if I could still look a little bit behind me. Okay, Flickr, this is one of the slowest quantum drives ever made. But I'm getting close now. Sorry. Oh, okay, it's a Karma. Yeah, I should have changed this. It's a Karma quantum jump drive. Karma is really terrible. I think Hammerhead has a Karma too, right? Yeah, the funny thing is, Caterpillar has a very fast quantum drive and Hammerhead has a very slow one. Something I never understood. Yeah, you cannot look over your shoulder anymore, but seriously, I didn't look over my shoulders much in the combat. So I don't think it's good, but it's not so bad. Come on, set route. Required fuel 0. Maybe I don't need fuel. Don't like this. Dream Station. This star map. Some people think Flickr is my second account, but no, Flickr is not my second account. Okay, does Avenger 1 look over his shoulders often? Maybe he can convince the Archie to take it back. Okay, something doesn't want to jump. I'm holding B. Do we have another 30k Flickr? Calibrating and spooling. Okay, then those decent PvPers should please come to Spectrum and create a forum post. If someone like Avenger 1 makes a forum post, it will have a lot more impact than if I would make a forum post. CRG should take this back. I want to look. Okay, I cannot jump. I want to be able to look over my shoulder again. Like I mentioned, I hope it's just a bug, I hope. Clear route. I hope it's just a bug, but maybe CRG did this intentionally. Okay, I'm going to crew L1 first. Maybe this works. I don't get fuel. Maybe because I'm too close. I don't need fuel for this. star map is the worst. It's a torture device. Whoever made the star map should never work in gaming ever again. Yeah, please, if you have any contact to Avenger 1, he should make, okay, 30k. Okay, we can try one more thing if you want. We can try to get into a game. If I'm not in my reclaimer, I call it a day because it's getting late here and tomorrow I have to work. Okay, Flickr Road, okay. Yeah, if anyone has any contact to Avenger 1, please ask him to make a forum post and ask if it's intentional that we are now limited to 90 degrees to the sides or if this is a bug. And then he should write that he needs this, that he needs to be able to look over his shoulder. And it's not unnatural because we can do the same thing in real life. In real life, you can look over your shoulder. Okay, Flickr, I'm restarting. I logged out. I mean, this is actually good news. If Avenger 1 is using hedge tracking to look over his shoulder, then he will get pissed. And if he makes a forum posting, it has far more impact than if I would make a forum posting on Spectrum. I make a video about this on Wednesday, Captain Mars. I tested a few ships. I tested Valkyrie, I tested Arrow. What was the other ship? I tested 3 ships, and I will make a video about this on Wednesday. I already have a video for tomorrow, so it's not for tomorrow. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. You couldn't look directly behind you. Okay, Flickr, I'm back in game. We have to reform the party. You couldn't look directly behind. Okay, sorry, I'm talking too much. I have to start again. You couldn't look directly behind you, like in real life. In real life, you cannot look directly behind you, but you can look over your shoulders in real life. And you could look over your shoulders with head tracking. Now this is gone, and I totally hate it. Yeah, if he makes he should make okay, he can make a video, but he should make a forum post on Spectrum. And if he makes a forum post on Spectrum and writes how important this is, it will have a lot of impact. I will join too. And I didn't find anything in the menu to get it back to looking over your shoulder. There's no parameter you could use to make it that you can look more than 90 degrees to the side. Yeah, might be just a bug, might be intentional. Serrano wrote, it would be cool to get an update where the camera moved from the back of the head to the eyes position. This is something that bothers me for many years by now. Camera is not in the eye socket, camera is behind the ears. And I don't know why, it doesn't make any sense for me. For example, when your character is lying in a bed, you can see down your inner armor, down your armor. And if the camera would be in the eye socket, ships like Blade wouldn't be so bad with this big fat bar. I don't know why they actually did this. Camera should be in the eye socket. I'm totally with you. Okay, Flickr, if I'm not in the reclaimer, I call it a day because it's getting late. Have to work tomorrow. I guess I'm not in my reclaimer. Would be. Do you think, Flickr, there's any chance I will be in my reclaimer? The thing is, if this head tracking limited to 90 degrees to the side, if this is intentional, then this game is getting worse and not better. I like that. Actually, I like this. When you are in a ship, like, for example, Valkyrie, you can see a bit of the door, like you would be able to in real life, if you are looking over your shoulders. By the way, is Avenger 1, does he use track IR or is he using Toby? Anyone knows? But should be the same with both now. Track IR, okay. But yeah, but should be identical to Toby with this limit now. I heard about both. Okay, let's hope I'm in my reclaimer. Come on. If it's starting to stutter, I'm... No. Okay, Flicker, I'm back into Babbage. I would have to claim my reclaimer now. And it's getting too late for me. We can do it another time. Maybe this week, if you have time. Okay, Flicker wrote sure. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to try Reclaimer Salvage, and it was not about to happen. We got a 30k. Now I would have to claim my Reclaimer. Then I would have to fly back, and it's getting late here. But at least I got something very nice out of this because of Flicker's fantastic idea. We got a Reclaimer in we got a Carrack in soft death with a size 7 torpedo. Thank you very much for this, Flicker. I will make a video out of this. So I'm calling it a day. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and see you next time. And thank you very much, Flicker, for your help. Wasn't our fault. We got this 30k right now. Good night, and see you next time. Bye.